All right, let's talk about something that's a real game changer for business health benefits. We're going to be demystifying the health reimbursement arrangement, or HRA. So whether you're a business owner who's tired of seeing premiums go up, or you're an employee who just wants more choice, you're going to want to hear this.
Does this sound familiar to you? Every single year, boom, another premium hike. And the group plans you end up with often feel kind of rigid, right? They're one size fits all, and they just don't meet the needs of your whole team. It's a constant struggle. But what if there was a better, more flexible way to handle it?
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into. We're talking about a solution that flips the script a little bit. It gives control back to employers and, at the same time, gives real choice to employees. And it's called the Health Reimbursement Arrangement.
Okay, so what is an HRA, really? The easiest way to think about it is like this. It's a special pot of money, a kind of healthcare allowance, that your employer sets aside for you. And here's the key part. It is funded only by the employer. You use this money for your medical expenses, and when you get paid back, that money is completely tax-free. Now, it's not an insurance plan by itself, but it's a super powerful way to help you pay for one and cover other healthcare costs, too.
Now, you've probably heard of HSAs and FSAs, right? The alphabet soup of health accounts can get confusing, so let's clear it up. The biggest difference really comes down to who funds it and who owns it. With an HRA, it's all the employer's money, and it's their account. An HSA, on the other hand, is your account. It's portable. You take it with you when you leave a job. And FSAs, well, those are the ones with that dreaded use it or lose it rule. With an HRA, any rollover is up to the employer, so there can be more flexibility.
And here's what's really cool about HRAs. They're not a one-size-fits-all deal. Nope, there are actually a few different flavors, and each one is tailored for different kinds of businesses and different needs. So let's meet the big three, shall we? First up, we have the QCHRA. I know, that's a mouthful. It stands for Qualified Small Employer HRA. And just like the name says, this one is specifically designed for the little guys, the small businesses. So here's the deal with the QCHRA. It's for businesses with under 50 employees that don't already offer a traditional group plan. What it does is give employees tax-free money to go out and buy their own health insurance on the individual market. And think about what that means. This is huge. It lets a small shop compete for amazing talent against the big corporations, offering a real, valuable health benefit without getting totally crushed by the cost of a group plan. All right, next on the list is the GCHRA, or Group Coverage HRA. Now, you might also hear this one called an Integrated HRA. And that word right there, integrated, is the key. It tells you everything you need to know. This HRA is designed to work with an existing health plan. So the GCHRA doesn't replace your group plan. It basically turbocharges it. Let's say a company offers a high-deductible health plan to keep its premiums low. We've all seen those, right? Well, they can add a GCHRA on top of that to help employees cover that big deductible or pay for copays and other out-of-pocket stuff. It just makes those more affordable insurance plans way more attractive and, frankly, much more usable for the team.
And our third type is the EBHRA, the Accepted Benefit HRA. You can think of this one as the cherry on top HRA. It's all about adding those valuable extra perks that employees really, really appreciate. So just like the GCHRA, you offer this one alongside a group plan, but its job is totally different. The EBHRA is built specifically to reimburse for things that your main health insurance might not cover well, like dental and vision. You know, glasses, contacts, dental cleanings, that sort of thing. It's just a fantastic way to round out a benefits package and really show your team you care.
Okay, so let's just put it all together here. This chart really simplifies it. The first big question you have to ask is, do we have a group plan? If the answer is no, and you're a smaller company, QSHHRA is your best friend. If the answer is yes, then you get to choose. Do you want to help with those core medical costs? That's a GCHRA. Or do you want to add on those extras like dental and vision? That's an EBHRA. Simple, right? So we've covered the what, but now let's get to the why. You know, why are HRAs so powerful? It really comes down to one thing. They create a genuine win-win scenario for absolutely everyone involved, for the company and for the employees. And, I mean, just look at this number. We're talking $13,100 for a family. That's how much a small business can offer in tax-free healthcare funds with the QSE IRDRA. Let that sink in for a second. That's not just a nice little perk. That is a significant, meaningful benefit that can truly help a small company go toe-to-toe with the giants for top talent.
So if you're the employer, what's in it for you? Well, it's all about control and predictability. You set a fixed allowance, and that's it. Your budget is locked in. No more holding your breath waiting for that massive renewal increase in the mail. Plus, your contributions are a tax-deductible expense, and, this is huge, you only pay out what your employees actually use. It just makes everything so much simpler.
And what about for the employees? The wins are just as compelling. With something like a QSEHRA, you get actual freedom of choice. You get to pick the plan that works for you, the one that has your family's doctors in network. For all the HRAs, you're getting serious financial relief on those painful out-of-pocket costs. And remember, every single dollar you get reimbursed is tax-free, which means your money just goes that much further.
And you might be thinking, this sounds complicated, but it is so straightforward. The process is dead simple. Step 1, the employer decides on the monthly allowance. Step 2, an employee has a medical expense and pays for it. Step 3, they submit proof, a receipt, an invoice. And step 4, boom, the employer reimburses them with those tax-free funds. That's it. Simple, clean, and efficient.
So as we start to wrap things up, I want you to think about this in a bigger way. An HRA isn't just a tactic to save a few bucks. It's much more than that. It's a strategic move that can fundamentally change how you attract and keep the best people on your team. I think this quote really says it all. You can't just look at an HRA in a vacuum. When you actually weave it into your entire benefit strategy, when it's part of a thoughtful total rewards package, that's when it becomes this incredibly powerful tool for building a stronger team and a more resilient company. And so, I'll leave you with one final question to think about. Are you looking at your benefits package as just another line item on a budget, something you just have to deal with every year? Or are you seeing it for what it truly can be, a powerful, flexible, and strategic tool to help both your business and your people thrive?